We welcome you to another great matchup today. Chinese Taipei will be facing off against Japan. Beautiful weather today, a perfect day for baseball. We're just about to get underway. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Josh Lewin, and I'll be the commentator for today's game. Starting off today, Leonardo Johnson takes the mound. Let's see how well he can do against this lineup. Benjamin Hughes steps into the box. We're moments away from the first inning here. In there for a strike. It's down for a hit. The leadoff batter is allowed to reach base. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitcher will be feeling a little more pressure now with traffic on the bases. Next in the lineup, Sota Ayase. On the mound, Leonardo Johnson. And catching for him is Wataru Kondo. Let's see how this duo fares against this lineup. Swings and misses at the pitch away. Such skill to place that ball in there for a strike. Let's see if he goes outside next. He pulls that one. To the left of the first baseman, it gets through. Chinese Taipei are up against the wall here. So they've got men on first and second with nobody out. Heading to the batter's box, Joshua Mitchell. The potential first run of the game is in scoring position.
Ah, 报告原来我的投手，投手换一下，开始状况就不好。被打爆。
Chinese Taipei is going to substitute their pitcher. Hanam Lee is handed the task of preventing that opening run. And that's in there for a called strike. Hits it on the ground to the pitcher. And the shortstop, the runner makes it to third. He makes it to second on time. Chinese Taipei are really in a bind here. It's bases loaded with nobody out.
今天怎么这么惨？
The at the plate, Christoph Bautista.
也蛮
Not
冷
out of the
的。
woods yet, as the bases are loaded. Strike one on the first pitch. Pops up the outside pitch. So an infield fly. It's a high fly ball. Grabs it for an out. So that gives him the bases loaded with one out.
都应该没调错啊。
Ray Uchida. There's one out.
我觉
The
得有
bases
点
are still
凶啊。
loaded. Fastball for the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
好，
Inside pitch. Gets
好
by
了
him.
不给我搞这出，
The runner from second base is rounding
喂
third.
吧，还2分
The
哦。
runner from second scores as well. Uchida
电脑被
gets a hit to
哦
score
高
the
电脑
game's
在搞啊
first 2 runs. It's 2-0. Chinese Taipei have given up the first run. Pitching with runners on base is never easy,
Yeah.
and that was the case here as it led to some damage on the scoreboard. And after allowing the other team to get things going right from the start, they find themselves trailing. Ciprian Soto is the next hitter. Chinese Taipei have given up 2 runs in the inning. So they've let their opponent take the first lead and have now allowed runners to be in a position to score. Soto takes a big swing at the first offering. A slider there, but it's off the mark. Third pitch now. And that's a quick strike 2 to get ahead in the
控不
count.
好，
A called strike 3 to send him back to the dugout. That's out number 2. Now at the plate, Carlos Salazar. There's 2 away. They're not out of danger yet. His first pitch now. Salazar takes a big swing at the first offering. His second pitch here. That's foul. Hits this one. It's a high fly ball. That's through to the right. Chinese Taipei are really in a bind here. It's bases loaded with 2 out. Next in the lineup,
开始就要被打爆，要被
Chinese
打爆了
Taipei。have given up 2 runs in the inning. So they've let their opponent take the first lead and have allowed runners to get in scoring position here. Chases one out of the zone for a strike. Couldn't coax him into swinging at that one. His third pitch here. Line drive to center field. Might drop. Takes a hop. That's a hit.
爆了
And the run comes in
你
from
的状态
third.
怎么不太
The
好？
runner from second scores as well. Throws to the cutoff man. The runner from first scores too. Caught! Smacks a hit that clears the
这是
base.
怎这是
It's
怎样？
5-0. Chinese Taipei continue to give up runs. Now coming to the plate, Haoran Ye. Chinese Taipei are struggling to get through this batting lineup early on. A heater right on the black for strike 1. Decides to go right back to the same spot. He takes him down swinging for the out. And so the runner on second is left stranded. Japan cracked the scoreboard first in this one. We have a 5-0 game. Japan jumping out ahead. Here you have it, their starting lineup for this one. And now on defense, here's how they're positioned in the field. Asher Jones takes the mound. Let's see what kind of pitching he'll show us today. Up to the plate, Yakyū. Stepping in to start the game, the crowd knows what he's capable of. Inside delivery fouled off. Hits this one. He gets a hit. Dropped nicely into shallow center. Chinese Taipei has their leadoff man on. So there's a runner on first with nobody out. Next in the lineup, Wang Dai. First pitch here. That's foul. Takes this one to the right side. It's on its way down. And that'll be in there for a hit. That sets up a run-scoring chance. So they've got men on first and second with nobody out. Up next is the third spot, Hayato Hayashi. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Gets him to swing for a strike. That's foul. That's foul. Goes down looking, and the runners stay put. One away with runners on first and second. Up now is their DH, Jun Fan. One out, runners on first and second. You can tell the batter wanted a huge piece of that one, but misses all the same. Let's see if he goes outside next. Gets his bat on it. Into short center field, and that'll be a hit. Throws home. It's bases loaded with one out. Heading to the batter's box, Han Song. The table's set. Not much he can do, but watch that one go by for a strike. Waves and misses. Pure speed there to beat him. Behind in the count now, 2 strikes. Where's this heading? Drifting. Grabs it for an out. Now at the plate, Ariano Bernardi. There are 2 outs now. Still a chance to score here with the bases loaded. Sends one right down the middle. Lines it. A slow roller. Can't get to it. And the run scores from third. Bernardi delivers with an RBI single. It's 5-1. Japan have their lead cut by 1. Coming up now, Haoran Ye. Chinese Taipei have struck back with 1 run this inning. They now have a chance to chip away at that lead. His first pitch. Misses on the breaking ball. This one's in the air. This looks like it's going to land in play. Caught for out number 3.
高我才得1分呢，切杀。
Wow, let's take one more look at that play. Chinese Taipei managed to cut into the lead. We head to the second. 5-1's the score. Chinese Taipei managing to score. It's the second inning. Japan will start this inning with the leadoff man in the order coming to the plate. Up to bat comes Benjamin Hughes. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as we begin the second. Lays off another one, and it's just in there for a strike. Third pitch on its way. Watches that one go by for the strikeout. That's one down. Taking his stand, Sota Ayase. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. Pitch taken for a strike on the edge of the zone. He connects. It's down for a hit. So that gives him a runner at first with one out. Next up, Joshua Mitchell.
Third baseman, number 30, Joshua Mitchell.
Paints the edge of the zone for strike one. Stays patient here. The batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one. Locked him up for strike three. That's out number two. Christoph Bautista gets set in the box. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at-bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Second pitch on its way. Pulls it, a weak roller. First baseman comes in on it, and the second baseman has it. Chinese Taipei are up against the wall here. 2 out, runners on first and second. Heading to the batter's box, Ray Uchida. They need to be wary of the runners in scoring position. He's in there with a tough pitch to get this at-bat started. Breaking ball belaces for a strike swinging. He's behind in the count with 2 strikes. Pitch the ball. Yay. To first. Out at first, that's 3 away. So they're able to get things going. They come up empty-handed. 5-1 to score. Japan leading this one. We're in the bottom of the second, trying to close the gap here. Chinese Taipei gets set to bat. Up next in the 8th spot is the catcher, Wataru Kondo. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as they take their turn to bat in the second. Connects on the first pitch. Looks like he's under it. Mitchell grabs it, and there's one gone. Now coming to the plate, Jack Flores. 1 away now. A swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss to put the batter in a tight spot. Goes down via the breaking ball. That's out number 2. We've come full circle to the leadoff man, Shang-Yu Chiu. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. 2 away. Gets his bat on it. He skied it high. Asher Jones makes the catch. That's the inning. Chinese Taipei are in need of some runs, but it's 3 up, 3 down. We head to the third. 5-1's the score. Japan leading this one. It's the third inning. Japan gets set to bat. Ciprian Soto stands in. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as we begin the third. Chinese Taipei is going to substitute their pitcher. Aoi Mori will be their third pitcher to take the mound. Let's see how he starts this at bat. Swings and misses at the pitch away. Breaking ball, and his timing was off there. 2 quick strikes here. Struck him out looking. That's out number 1. Now stepping in, Carlos Salazar. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. 1 away here, no base runners. Inside edge for a strike. A hitter's pitch, some might say, but the batter laid off for some reason. Throws him for the strikeout looking. Edgar Koch in the box now. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitch taken for a strike on the edge of the zone. Slider in there for a strike. 0-2 is the count. Goes down looking. 3 down, and we'll change sides. And when you take a look at this, you'll see sometimes all you need is good command to get you the strikeout. Japan are sent away in order here in the inning. 5-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. It's the bottom of the 3rd. Trying to close the gap here. Chinese Taipei get set to bat. Next in the lineup, Guang Dai. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as they take their turn to bat in the 3rd. That's foul. That's a strikeout. That's out number 1. Hayato Hayashi in the box now. He struck out looking in his last at-bat.
后来又要
Swings
死
at the
了
first pitch. It's a high
又是
fly
打到这种
ball.
球，
It's caught for the 2nd out. Next up, it's a DH for today, Jun Fan. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. 2 away now. Pulled, a ground ball toward first.
哦，
Out at first, that's 3 gone, and the inning's over.
死太快了
Chinese
吧！
Taipei are in need of some runs, but it's 3 up, 3 down. Heading into the 4th, 5-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. We're into the top of the 4th. Japan gets set to bat. Settling in, Haoran Ye. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as we begin the 4th. Takes the sinking breaking ball for a called strike. 0-2 now. Hits this one. Bernard. They got him for the 1st out. We're back at the top of the lineup. Now batting, Benjamin Hughes. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Paints the edge of the zone for strike 1. His 2nd pitch now. And he lays off the pitch. 2 quick strikes here. Watches that one go by for the strikeout. Digging in, Sota Ayase. 2 for 2 so far, staying sharp at the plate. 2 away, bases empty. Swings and misses at the pitch away. nasty break to that pitch, but it's out of the zone. His third pitch now. Tough pitch to lay off, but he does, and it's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. That's foul. His timing was off there on the strikeout. 3 down, and we'll change sides. Japan are retired 3 up, 3 down. 5-1's the score. Japan leading this one. Chinese Taipei are all set to begin batting here in the bottom of the 4th. Next up, Han Song. He flied out and fouled, pulls it past the first baseman. Chinese Taipei has their leadoff man on, so they have a runner on first with nobody out. First pitch. And that was almost a brush-off pitch there. Takes this one to the right side. It gets through between first and second. That sets up a run-scoring chance. So they've got men on first and second with nobody out. Now at the plate, Haoran Ye. They have runners in scoring position. It's the first pitch. He makes the catch in foul ground.
Yeah,
One gone.
it is
Heading to the batter's box, Wataru Kondo. 1 down. They still have a chance to put some runs on the board. He connects. Heading to center. Looks like he's under it. This will be collected by the center fielder. 2 out.
都是
Now at the plate, Jack Flores. There's 2 away. Still an opportunity to drive in some runs here. First pitch, and it's a fastball for strike 1. Way off the plate. Third pitch now. Taken low in the zone, called a ball. Hits the ball. It hits the ground in left center. A throw to home. It's bases loaded with 2 out. Heading to the batter's box, Shang-Yu Chiu. All set up now. A first pitch swing. Pops along the infield. The shortstop gets to it. Well, they reached base, but they can't turn it into runs. After 4, 5-1's the score. Japan leading this one. We've reached the top of the 5th. Japan will start this inning at the heart of their order. Joshua Mitchell looking to get something started. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as we begin the 5th. Way off the plate. His third pitch here. Takes a cut and misses. Ahead in the count now, 1-2. He hits an inside pitch. That's foul. Locked him up for strike 3. That's 1 down. The batter decided to lay off, but it was in there, down low for a called strike 3. Their 4th batter to hit now, Christoph Bautista. In his last at-bat, he got an infield single. Pitch taken for a strike on the edge of the zone. Puts the pitcher ahead in the count. Third pitch on its way. struck him out looking. The batter decided to lay off, but it was in there, down low for a called strike 3. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Ray Uchida. He grounded out to second in his last at-bat. 2 outs, bases empty. Paints the edge of the zone for strike 1. A perfect pitch on the edge of the zone. 2 strikes now. Throws him for the strikeout looking. 3 down, and we'll change sides. And when you take a look at this, you'll see sometimes all you need is good command to get to the strikeout. Japan are sent away in order here in the inning. 5-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. It's the bottom of the 5th. Trying to close the gap here. Chinese Taipei get set to bat. Guangdai in the box now. He's struck. That's foul. Cold. He collects it.
直接又被
He's out. 1 gone. Digging in, Hayato
会被出
Hayashi.
局。
He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at bat. 1 away now. Hits the first pitch. That's foul.
错了，
Field of play. Your safety is our top priority.
He connects.
对啊，
He collects it. They got him for the second out. Up now is their DH, June
被死
Fan.
2个，
He grounded out to first in his last at bat. 2 away, bases. Gets his bat on it. It takes a hop into center field. Chinese Taipei gets a man on. 2 out, runner on first.
53. Han Song.
Misses the breaking ball to start. Another swing and a miss.
我嘞
Hits this one. He's sighted high.
烂球，
Mitchell makes the play, and they'll change sides with 3 gone. So they're able to get things going, but they come up empty-handed. To the 6th we go. 5-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. If you're just joining us, we're live from Crown Stadium, and we're just about to begin the 6th. Japan gets set to bat. Now coming to the plate, Ciprian Soto. He struck out looking in his last at bat. Team Chinese Taipei are behind as we begin the 6th. Outside delivery for a called strike. 0-2 is the count. Struck him out. That's out number 1. Take a look at this. A strikeout to retire the batter. Digging in, Carlos Salazar. He struck out looking in his last at bat. On the mound, Aoi Mori. A strikeout here would give him 7 straight. Swings and misses at the pitch away. Lays off the pitch, and he's now behind in the count. Gets his bat on it. It gets through. So that gives him a runner at first with 1 out. Edgar Koch gets set in the box. He struck out looking in his last at bat. Pitch taken for a strike on the edge of the zone. Well, now he really has his batter where he wants him. That's a strikeout. 2 away now. Taking a look at the mound for a second, I believe they may be going to their bullpen before too long. Digging in, Yakyū. He grounded out to short in his last at bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Paints the edge of the zone for strike 1. In there around the knees for a called strike. 0-2 now. Let's see if he goes outside next. That's foul. He hits an inside pitch. That's foul. Jammed him inside. It's a high fly ball. It's caught for the last out. Well, they reached base, but they can't turn it into runs. 5-1's the score. Japan leading this one. It's the bottom of the 6th. Trying to close the gap here. Chinese Taipei gets set to bat. Taking his turn now, Ariano Bernardo. That's foul. Second pitch now. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. The catcher is under. He makes the catch in foul ground. One gone. Now up, Yakyū. He flied out in foul territory in his last at bat. That's foul. 0-1 is the count. And that's way off the plate for a ball. Hits this one. The second baseman gathers it. 2 away now. Wataru Kondo is ready to go. He flied out to center field in his last at bat. 2 outs, bases empty. Pulls it, a weak roller. The third baseman comes in on it. Out at first, that's 3 gone, and the inning's over. Chinese Taipei are in need of some runs, but it's 3 up, 3 down. Heading into the 7th, 5-1's the score. Japan leading this one. The game continues here in the top of the 7th. Japan will start this inning with the leadoff man in the order coming to the plate. Up to bat comes Benjamin Hughes. He struck out looking in his last. Hits this one. Looks like he's under it. It's caught for out number 1. Now settling in at the plate, Sota Ayase. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. 1 away now. Swings and misses at the pitch away. And it's in there for a called strike. Pitcher's count now. His third pitch now. Well hit. It's a towering shot. The right fielder is going back. Right into the stand. Chinese Taipei give up the home run and now need 5 runs to tie things up. A 2-strike heater, and he made great contact with it on the outside part of the plate to pull it into the stand. Chinese Taipei falls further behind. It's 6-1. That could be a tough one to shake off, but the pitcher will have to get his focus back somehow. And all of a sudden, they find themselves chasing a 5-run lead. It's a home run to the stands in right. The clock is ticking here, and that may be the final nail in the coffin. Joshua Mitchell is the next hitter. Chinese Taipei is going to substitute their pitcher. Xiaodong Li gets the call against the upcoming succession of lefties. Let's see what his first pitch is. Pitch taken for a strike on the edge of the zone. His second pitch here. He lays off the pitch. Third pitch now. Got the strikeout. Next in the lineup, Christoph Bautista. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. 2 away, bases empty. Gets a cold strike on the outside edge. Hits this one. Third, he's got it. Out at first, that's 3 away. Japan are able to add an insurance run with a solo shot. 6-1 is the score. Japan in control of this one. Chinese Taipei trying to close the gap here. Chinese Taipei gets set to bat. Next up, Jack Flores. In his last at-bat, he reached. The second baseman comes forward.
又是一个烂球。
Out!
我惨
They
了。
get him at first on a tight play. We've come full circle to the leadoff man, Shang Yu Chiu. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat. That's foul. In there for a strike. 2 quick strikes here. Goes down via the breaking ball. 2 away now. Now in the box, Guang Dai. He grounded out to third in his last at-bat. 2 outs, bases empty. Pulled, a ground ball toward third. First. Out at first, that's 3 gone, and the inning's over. Chinese Taipei are in need of some runs, but it's 3 up, 3 down. After 7, 6-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. It's the top of the 8th. Japan gets set to bat. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Rei Uchida. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Team Chinese Taipei have got a lot of work to do here as we get the 8th underway. His third pitch here. Struck him out. That's 1 down. In the box now, Ciprian Soto. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in his 3 appearances today. Leaves the outside pitch for a strike. That's foul. Oh, 0-2. The pitcher grabs it. They got him for the second out. At the plate now, Carlos Salazar. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. 2 away, bases empty. Paints the edge of the zone for strike 1. Lays off another one, and it's just in there for a strike. Hits this one. It's in there for a hit to shallow center. 2 out, runner on first. Taking his stance, Edgar Koch. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Catches the inside edge for a strike. Second pitch on its way. Mixes speeds to get him a swing through on that one. 0-2 is the count. No fooling the batter this time. That's foul. Goes down looking. 3 down, and we'll change sides. So they're able to get things going, but they come up empty-handed. 6-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. It's the bottom of the 8th. Chinese Taipei is set to bat. Japan is making a change on the mound. Aoi Mori makes his way to the mound. Let's see if the bullpen can maintain this lead. He hits one on the opposite side. Hit in the hole, and it gets by them. Chinese Taipei has their leadoff man on. So a runner on first with nobody out. Misses inside. His second pitch now. A good one to swing at, and he does, but can't find the ball. Blows the four-seamer right by him. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hits this one. That's foul. A swing and a miss. That's out number 1. Digging in, Han Song. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at bat. 1 out, runner on first. Gets him to swing on that one. Third pitch on its way. A ground ball to the pitcher. Over to second.
这双杀惨了，
He's
好
out.
惨
It's a
了。
twin killing. Chinese Taipei get on base, but the inning is over after 3 at-bats. We head into the 9th. 6-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. We've entered the 9th inning here. Japan gets set to bat. Ye settling in now. He's hitless so far in this game. Team Chinese Taipei, they've got a lot of work to do here as we begin the final inning. A low one, and it misses the mark. He hits an outside pitch. He's skied it high. Bernard hauls it in for the first out. We're back at the top of the lineup. Now batting, Benjamin Hughes. He was out on an infield fly ball in his last at-bat. 1 away now. Well, now he really has his batter where he wants him. His third pitch now. Gets jammed with an inside pitch. It's a high fly ball. Bernard makes the catch. 2 gone. Sota Ayase steps up to the plate. In his last at-bat, he hit a solo home run. 2 away now. Takes a huge swing but comes up empty. And that puts the pitcher ahead in the count. Goes down via the breaking ball. 3 down, and we'll change sides. Japan are retired 3 up, 3 down. 6-1 is the score. Japan leading this one. Chinese Taipei will head to the plate here in the last inning of the game. Digging in, Ariano Bernardi. He flied out in foul territory in his last at-bat. Team Chinese Taipei have lost some ground as they take their turn in the batter's box here in the final inning. He connects. Looks like he's under it. Ayase grabs it, and there's 1 gone. Ye settles in then. He's 0 for 3 so far in the game. The batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. That's foul.
真的惨了。
Fourth pitch now. Gets his bat on it. It's a fly to left. He skied it high. Should be a routine catch for the
高
left
完美
fielder.
接杀，
Digging in, Wataru Kondo. He's been held in check, 0 for 3 so far. 2 away now. And out here, and the game is over. Second pitch now. Another breaking ball. Let's see if he goes outside next. Tried to make contact, but it's strike 3. And that's the ball game. Chinese Taipei suffers the unfortunate loss today. Whatever the reason for today's loss, they just didn't look like they were ever going to take this one, which, to tell the truth, makes it all the easier for them to shrug it off and look to the next game. I'm sure they'll bounce back quickly and look to make the necessary adjustments. Japan takes this one, and a big victory at that. For everyone on the broadcast team, I'm Josh Lewis. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.
谢各位的观看，拜拜拜拜，惨败。